Memo, thank you again.
No
And
problem.
and that's what they heard. We're live, by the way.
Oh!
Nice.
This is gonna be a little bit awkward, guys. Having to hit alt. For everybody streaming or for everybody who's watching. Welcome back to Grievance News. It's been a long time since we've seen you, but I am glad to see that everybody's joining us tonight. Uh, as you can see here with me tonight, for those of you who might not have met me before, I'm Wendell. With me tonight is Steelheart, the progenitor himself. Below me is Liette, and down in the far corner there is Memo. How's everybody doing tonight?
Did you say below you or below me?
Below me, but below, Below. Let's keep it clean now.
It's a family-friendly guild.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing
But I'm
fantastic.
good.
I was
Thank
trying
you for
to
asking.
lunch meat.
Yep. How are you, Wendell?
I'm doing pretty good. It's a little weird having to hit alt, having to hit the push to talk on here. For anybody who is watching, we're using Discord video to do this instead of Skype, and it's a little bit different because in order to get my audio to them, I need to hit my push to talk button. So it's a little bit different.
They're also saying it's a little quiet, Wendell, so we might need to crank something up there.
Okay, let's see what I can crank. Let's see what I can crank, guys. Is it just me getting soft, or is it everybody getting soft? Is it just me getting soft, or is it just everybody getting soft?
I hear
Apparently
everybody
everybody.
fine.
I can hear you fine, but then again, I'm in the Discord video with you.
I'm watching Twitch chat.
I don't see any chat over there.
I got everything cranked. If I go too much farther, but I can probably boost it some.
Memo, you been getting some of those Lego links I've been sending you on Facebook?
Yeah, you mean the stuff I can't afford? That stuff?
That stuff.
Yeah, I remember what was it? The Serenity? That
That
was like
was,
7 feet long.
oh yeah, that was awesome, wasn't it?
All right, so I've boosted if I can talk tonight about 30%. So hopefully that will make it a little bit better for everybody who's watching.
Thank you for boofing it.
Boofing it. Well, anyway, so I guess let's get right down to it. Let's get to the news. So, obviously, this is Grievance News. It's been a while since anybody's watched it, but let me lay out a little bit about what exactly we do here. We try to talk a little bit about what's going on in the guild and the various games that we play, events that are coming up, try to celebrate anniversaries, and I'm trying to get more into celebrating what maybe our membership is doing. Going forward, and other stuff we can build into it, and we're going to be doing that through COG, which Liette will talk about later. Starting out, we're going to do about once per month. I'm going to try to boost it up to about 2 times per month and probably keep it there. Also, as far as any updates, any information or news that you find newsworthy, send it to myself or send it to Liette through the forums. We read everything that comes in and we'll get it onto the news. From there, I'll talk more about events because we got the council meeting tonight. I'll remind you that later on, but let me get to the games first. Liette, Black Desert, what's going on?
Black Desert stays really busy. If you watch their Discord channel, good lord, there's a lot of people playing Black Desert, and we love to see it. Each of our guild leaders were kind enough, either guild leaders or one of their officers were kind enough to give us updates on each of their games to talk about tonight. And of course, at the council meeting, we'll have more updates from them. But for now, for the news, Scythe wanted us to know that BDO just launched a remastered version of the game. So that had a graphics and sound overhaul, along with the UI. And we always like UI updates. He, of course, says, come check out the new BDO, and they have a future class coming available. It's a male ranger. So that's pretty sweet. An ESO, which I'm playing and having a blast in. Woohoo. Hi, Chirp! Static gave us that update saying it's been quite an eventful year for ESO. they've had 2 new dungeon downloadable contents, the Dragon Bones and Wolf Hunter, and the Somerset chapter, which is basically like an expansion pack for ESO. And upcoming, we have a Murkmire DLC expected to drop in the beginning of the fourth quarter. We had the addition of conquest missions and keep recall stones in PvP that lets you get to the action faster. And Somerset gave us a really cool new trial. It's also really hard called Cloud Rest. You can pick your difficulty by defeating more bosses at the same time. We've recently cleared the final boss +1 on normal, and that's pretty sweet. That was fun. I was there. It was great. Static said, come say hi on Discord or in game, and we're always looking for new friendly faces. Yeah, and I can vouch for that. Yes, it was really, really bloody fun. Not that I'm biased. So on to EQ2, we had a really cool update from 6. Thank you very much for sending that over. Steele, did you want to tell us about it?
Yeah. July, Return to Guk Zones arrived. Many of you old EQ2 or EverQuest players ought to remember the Guk Zone. Spent many years years in Guk, it seemed like. It was an amazing zone. With this came 2 heroic and 2 solo, 1 trade skill, and a raid zone. So for the month of August, our EverQuest 2 guild has downed 4 new T2 names. The Days of Summer promo event started on August 21st with all new Cyan adornments, packs, and Ascending Mastery primer pack. September 4th, there's going to be 2 new they're going to have 2 servers merge into one. Antonia Bale and Stormhold be merged together and still hold the name Antonia Bale, which I believe that was the roleplay server, wasn't it?
From what I recall.
Yeah, I vaguely remember when that came out. Far as Final Fantasy, our Final Fantasy guild has a 14-hour live stream starting at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, the last day of August, August 31st, in case some of you thought there were 30 in there. 14 hours, that's a long stream. This is actually to celebrate 5 years of Final Fantasy. Has it been that long?
I couldn't believe it either.
Wow.
Right?
That's been a long time. Anyway, Grievance will be hosting the 14-hour event where players start a new character and see who can get the most achievement points. Anyone's welcome to join, so even if you're not playing it, if you've got the game, jump in, play it, and let's see who wins.
All right. For everybody who is listening, I really apologize about that audio spike, but I think we've got that. I got that evened out now. Sorry about that. For those that were wearing headphones, I really apologize about that. I saw my meters just bury themselves in the red. Sorry. But let's keep going on. All right. Who do we got up next?
I think that'd be me, wouldn't it? The World of Warcraft news. Seems like I got some of the best section of the newscast this go around. It's been a big last couple of weeks for our World of Warcraft guilds. From the Alliance, they're saying with the new expansion, it's been out for almost 2 weeks now. The amount of players that have been coming in have been phenomenal. This has been a really well-received X-Pack. I know talking with Kata, he says that everybody's really enjoying it. And I think he told me they had a record number of 160 active accounts online for the start of the X-Pack launch. And that's kind of a record breaking for the Alliance. They wanted me to welcome all the new recruits to the Alliance Guild and Grievance overall, because that's about the best part of an X-Pack, when we can bring in a lot of new members, meet new family, and make new friends. If you've been hanging on the edge of maybe coming back and playing something with Grievance, if you've played WoW with us before, now's a great time to jump back in. They are super active. Also have Kai's perspective on the Horde. The battle for Azeroth has begun. Their expansion also is full of surprises and activity. Got some dynamic zones, explore, get to know the citizens of the realm, to the islands. Come join the Horde as we get to know one of the oldest races in Azeroth, the Loa empowered Zandalari trolls. I always liked trolls. I don't know why people never like to play those. Owners of the most powerful navy on Azeroth, come join the battle against the Alliance in PvP content in war mode as we race across Zandalar and Kul Taras. I'm killing all these names. I apologize to our WoW people.
Fail.
I know. And
I
then
think you're doing great.
there's also been some good shorts that have come out for this to fill in between the game, and they've WoW as always outdoes Blizzard outdoes themselves with their videos, short stories, and everything else. And this is a comment on the burning. I don't know if it's a direct comment from Kai on the burning of the tree, but I would wish I could read this in Kai's voice. But I know in a conversation with her, she wanted to make it clear that Sylvanas did nothing wrong. She did nothing wrong. She was blameless.
Well, we could just try to get the two guild leaders on next time.
I think that's a great idea.
Because I think the Alliance views that slightly differently, maybe. I don't know.
It would be an interesting evening. I think that's for sure.
Well, I'll do a little recon. I'll probably start playing Alliance in a couple weeks, and we'll see how that goes.
Out of curiosity, and I saw this pop up. How long has his World of Warcraft been up? 15 years now.
When did EverQuest 2 come out? Because it was came out the same year, just right before or right after EQ2.
It was November 24th. Wow, 2004 that EQ2 came out.
So WoW came out either that year or the year after.
Cat is saying 15.
14, 15 years. Yeah. Wow. That's impressive.
It's a teenager.
It's impressive both games going that long.
Speaking of games, on a new release, I know we haven't had a lot of activity with our first-person shooter. This is something that me and Steel are both have always been involved in. But there is a new Battlefield coming out October, I want to say 18th or 19th. There's an open beta the beginning part of September, but they're kind of going back to their roots with this to World War II. It's not going to be the same kind of deal that they did for Battlefield 1, which I personally, me and Chad discussed that we could not get into. Just couldn't get into it, but this is going to be a return to kind of their roots, and they're also kind of picking up on the whole, I guess, PUBG craze. There's going to have a Battle Royale thing. So anybody that's ever played any of the Battlefield series, if you've ever think about them 64-man player maps where you got 64 going on each side, imagine doing a Battle Royale on a map like that. It would just be pure craziness.
It's absolutely a sniper's wet dream. I am totally looking forward to this game. I was severely disappointed with Battlefield Hardline and Battlefield 1 as far as from a sniper point of view.
And let's throw some Battlefront in there as well. Why don't we?
Yeah, and Battlefront. Hey, everybody likes to play games different ways. I like to sit and snipe. Love sniping. And from everything I'm reading, everything I'm seeing and hearing, Battlefield 5 is going to be a sniper's dream.
Well, I hope it lives up to your expectations for sniping.
We'll have to get Whoop to come play with us.
Oh, he probably will. Are you kidding? Gosh.
Need to get some of that streaming too. I should my computer should be very capable of handling that streaming that in fairly high quality.
Awesome, excellent, and that's definitely something to look forward to.
Because I know no one wants to watch me stream Diablo because sometimes it's boring to play, much less watch. Can't imagine it.
I guess it depends on the commentary.
Very true.
Well, I think that wraps up our guild updates. Thank you, everybody, for getting the info to us. That was Kai, Cataclysm, Vadrana for Final Fantasy, 6 for EQ2, Static for ESO, and Scythe for BDO. So thank you guys very much. And I'll be harassing you in the future for more updates. Thank you. Wanted to talk a little bit about COG. We've had that come up many times in the past, I guess, month and a half at this point. And talk about the revamped effort, what COG is, what we want to do with it now. So COG literally stands for Community Outreach Group, and it was set up years ago and had slowly morphed into G-Works over time. And G-Works is, obviously kind of paused, but wanted to get back into COG because it was a really, really great and positive thing for Grievance. It was a huge bolster for the community. It really helped with recruiting efforts. I mean, we saw numbers just skyrocket with COG. So I'm going to literally read from my post on the forum. Sorry, that's boring. But for those of you who haven't gotten on the general forum to see what the heck I said, here we go. The main goals and purpose for COG. We want to bolster Grievance recruiting efforts and support our guild's recruiting officers. We want to communicate with new members on the forums and each member's respective games on Discord. Be a warm and friendly contact for recruits and kind of part of a welcoming committee. We want to engage those new members when we can. Send them tells to say hello, get them in groups, greet them in guild chat, and encourage them to hop on Discord. Because we see a lot of new members are kind of shy. And Chirp actually says this in a response on the forums, and thank you for that, Chirp, because you're exactly right. Sometimes people are shy. Let's get them out of that bubble. We also want to engage our existing members, and especially those who have taken like AFKs from gaming. We want to get them back and make them feel, welcome back to the family and back into the fold. Then finally, and Wendell can speak a little bit more on this, we want to get our streamers featured on Grievance Twitch, and hey, keep doing the news. Wendell, would you like to talk a little bit about the streaming efforts?
Yeah, and obviously, like I said in the beginning, we're going to start doing...
I've lost Wendell.
That's impossible. We still have that video.
Yeah.
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Well, I know I'm going to be wanting to stream some sniping from Battlefield 5, so I'm going to do a little of that. Been a while since I've streamed it.
You guys can't hear me?
Now
we can.
Huh, that was weird.
It was.
Okay. Alright, well, like I started... Yeah, they could hear me. See, you guys weren't paying attention. Anyway, like I said in the beginning of this show, Grievance news is going to be happening once and hopefully get up to twice per month. And I'd like to hopefully invite some more shows going forward, and if people would like to do that. But primarily as far as the streaming goes, I'd like to focus more on our membership. I'd like to focus more on our raids and our guilds. And I don't know if there's a forum to say it, but I'll just say it right here. We're never going to really compete and build the audience, but what I'd like to do is just promote our membership, and that'd be hosting our membership. I like to host everybody who has a Twitch channel that is part of Grievance. I like to be able to host you. I like to make Grievance work for you, and hopefully you would promote Grievance. And that's the goal. And that's what I'm going to be working towards.
Sounds good to me. And I can't wait to see more content from our people who are gaming and streaming. And yeah, hopefully this will be helpful for each of our members and get their followers up just by spreading the word and hosting them on our channel too.
Yeah. But going forward, we still got a little bit to talk about there. And if you interested in finding out more, COG meeting tonight. But first off, we've got a committee meeting tonight, don't we?
We have a council meeting.
Yeah, council meeting. Committee, council.
That's going to be in about an hour at 7:30 Central. And then whenever the council meeting wraps up, we'll just hop into the COG meeting.
All right. So, council meeting tonight. Committee meeting, or COG meeting right after that. Committee, council.
Too many C words. It's okay.
For me, guys. Forgive me, guys. It's been a little while since I've done a stream. All right. I think that's it. Is there anything else anybody wants to talk about?
You got me covered. Thank you so much for hosting us, Wendell. I really appreciate you putting it together.
Yeah, thanks, Wendell.
Thank you, sir.
All right, no problem. Everybody, thank you for watching. Don't forget, I just said it 2 seconds ago, but I'll say it again. Council meeting here in about an hour. COG meeting right after. I hope everybody's able to listen in and attend. And then keep an eye out. In 3 weeks, 4 weeks, we'll get the schedule up for the next news. And we'll keep this going. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Have a good night.
Thanks, folks.
Y'all
Thank
stay
you.
safe. See you at the council meeting.